how to use the new Flux AI art generator models that have just come out last week. So I've used it today to create this amazing art for my game Battle Babes on Steam, and I'm so impressed with the quality and the speed and just how amazing it is. Like, the faces are good, the hands aren't broken, and if you really want to, you can add really clean and really crisp text to your images. So there's three versions. It's called Flux.1 from Black Forest Labs, and the one you're looking at now is from the Pro version. There's also the Dev version, and then you've got the Schnell version. So Schnell means fast in German, so that one's faster, but the quality is not as good. The Dev is middle of the pack, and then the Pro version that I'm using right now it takes 15 to 20 seconds to create each image, and it cost me $0.055 per image. So I did a batch of like 130 images, which you're seeing now, and it cost me like $7.50, and 95% of them are usable. Like, you saw a bit of a scuffed arse then, and sometimes a nipple pop out, but other than that, it's really, really good. Even the bad ones are still better than ones that were coming out a year ago. So, good hands, good faces, crisp text, intricate details, and the prompt understanding is really, really good. Like, it listens to you, it can figure you out, it's dead smart. Though it's not perfect, like, sometimes it does just ignore me. For example, I was trying to get like a flying version of these, but it just would not listen to me. So I'm not sure why. If you know how to get flying versions of this stuff, please comment down below. Maybe it's my prompt, I don't know. But I used replicate.com to create these, and basically that just allows me to connect to a super PC the replicate.com own, and I can just get great images and great results dead quick. You can do it locally, just like all the other Stable Diffusion models and Pony models and things like that, but it's going to take you a while to set up. It is quite confusing, so I just kind of skipped all that this time. This is my first time playing with like a paid online version of it, and Replicate is, like I say, printing these out in 15 to 20 seconds, and it's just really, really good. So I'll give you some examples of some of my old stuff. I was using the Pony models this year, and I was running that locally on my 2060 i5. It would take me like 5 minutes to generate a small image. Then it would take me 30 minutes to upscale it by 2 to like an image that I can start using in Battle Babes. And then it took me another 5 minutes to like fine tune it and add an extra filter to just polish the whole thing up. So you can either do that by downloading it on Hugging Face, setting it up. You'll probably need like ComfyUI or something that also works with it. More and more are going to start coming out, but for now, ComfyUI seems like the best one people are using. There you can see the scuff nipple one there. So, do you know what I mean? Like, the arse cheek and that one, there was only 2 out of that entire batch then that were quite scuffed. So, it's really good. So, what was I saying? So, you can go on CivitAI as well. Just follow the guides if you want to run this locally. It's going to take a bit of setting up, and like I say, the Pony models were taking me like 40 minutes to create images that are worthy. So if you actually manage to get the Flux models working, it's going to take you a lot longer than that. The data set's bigger, the model's bigger. I'd say like probably double that, probably an hour and a half if you do get it running, which it's hard to get it running because it's so new. But give it time, give people time to make the guides and the tutorials, give them time to fine tune it. You get the idea. Like, eventually it'll just be as good as the models, like Pony models and the ones before that. So what else can I waffle about? So I think that's it, really. When you're using replicate.com, you can play with the settings. So the aspect ratio for me was key because I need like portrait mode for the card, and then I also need like a square image for when they enter the board, like a Hearthstone like square. So I experimented with 9:16, and it was just too long. Like, I had to stretch my image to make it fit my card borders, and the 1:1 wasn't working. The desktop version wasn't working, 16:9, that was quite ugly, but I found the sweet spot for the kind of art I'm trying to hunt down was 2 to 3. Like, it gives you the perfect book cover portrait. Like, I've always made book covers for Amazon Kindle, and the 667 by 1000 pixel ratio is like the sweet spot I've found for my specific kind of art that I'm trying for Battle Babes. So I think I've waffled enough there. How are you finding Flux and AI art generation in general? Feels like there's new stuff coming out like every month. I can barely keep up, but I'm so impressed with this model. Like the pony models look really good, really awesome, but this is a clear level up to me. So I'm probably going to pump out a few more decks using this, and then by the time I get all this art out, there'll be a new Flux model out, there'll probably be a new something out that I can just play with as well. So leave a comment, share your thoughts and experiences, what are the best practices you've found, leave some tips and tricks for us all down below, and love you all, hasta la vista, peace, go play Battle Babes.